it's damn near almost like I get like whatever technology they say or whatever, but it's like
we're live.
WD-40 monkey.
That's why again for us, we specifically if it doesn't like it's not meant to be like run to suppress. I think that's why like Lucas gun well.
But I think because of the fact that we do have suppressors, that's why we think that way. But at the same time, it's like that's what.
Well, yeah, because when you have a suppressor, you're better than everybody.
As far as like,
it's because I'm better than everybody.
Oh
my God. Okay, I'm gonna try to see if I can do this at the same time.
What?
You go live on here.
And go live on that at the same time?
Yeah.
You said why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Smitty Longway.
Huh? Is there really a Smitty Longway?
Smitty.
Oh, shut up, is what's up, brother? How's
everything? Smitty Longway.
We just at a shop, just talking and chilling, and
all right, so we're live on this
stuff. So like we ain't even planning on going live. We were just talking, like, you want to go live? Sure, why not? Now we're here.
All right, so we're gonna be doing like a first look review on this here body armor.
It's a piece of body armor for all the overseers out there. It's a piece of protective equipment.
All right, so this body armor. So this was sent to me by Predator Armor. This is level 3A. And so we're going to talk about why would you want 3A? Everyone talks about, well, rifle level. So where does pistol level body armor come into play? All right. So again, that's me doing armed security. One of the reasons I asked for this is because, again, not every post I do requires me to have that level 4 heavy ass body armor. All right. So sometimes you still want protection, though. You still want to have at least a minimum level of protection. And this is where this comes into play. Level 3A is the highest, at least right now. Like it seems like the levels are changing every day.
Yeah, we have the level. And you know what? I'm glad you actually said that. Because
you're going to get level 3A plus that stops 762 by 63.
Yeah, I don't know. But I'm going to touch on, like Thomas said, it's something to take into consideration with all this body armor stuff. That NIJ standard that everybody always likes to go and quote and stuff, just keep this as a consideration. That does change. Mm-hmm. As far as what that rating is, what the testing, that does change. So what may be considered level 3A today, may be level 2 minus next week.
Right, you see right there, shelf life, 5 years. So this body armor stuff for your Instagram people, here you go.
Yeah, you got 5 years.
This body armor stuff does expire, wear off. You know,
exactly.
Like Cloud Walker said, I'm here on YouTube and Instagram, but like Zach, he does security. You can wear it on your shirt. So again, it looks like you don't have body armor, but no, you still. Again, we both do it. Right?
We both did it.
See, right? So it's like you really can't tell, but you still have, you know.
I mean, like you can kind of sort of tell a little something with me, but you know, I'm a Jolly Giant. But y'all get it. Y'all get the look. We're doing like a damn 2A fashion show.
But again, like if it's something you would have to really honestly look at.
Yeah, you gotta be paying attention to somebody, real. Right. And especially if you get body armor that like really conform, like if you get one of those carriers that really conforms to you, like a Slickster or something like that underneath. Oh, it'll just look like I got a really nice, a really elaborate wife beater.
All right. Who's this? Positive Vibration says how we like Dragon's Breath. I haven't used Dragon's Breath in shotguns.
Jesus. Yeah.
And like again, like Cloudwork says, if you don't, if you are using rifle level body armor and you don't have, let's say, like a backer, you know, because again, back face deformation is a thing, even with rifle level body armor. This will suffice as a backer, right? So now not only do you have that rifle level body armor, now you got a pistol level body armor behind it. And this is soft, and you can see it's flexible. It's like a pillow. So this does add cushion. So if a round did impact you, you do have this level of cushion here
on the body side
to protect you.
What I can feel out the gate, just feeling through the material and stuff, I can feel that there's some kind of a layer of like either foam or something. You feel that, right? Just feel the front and feel the back.
Yeah, on the front, again, the front of it is a little thicker than the back. Because again, the front right here is supposed to take the impact, so it's gonna be harder. On the back, I can
tell there's two separate things in here.
Yeah, on the back is a little softer because again, it's supposed to lessen the impact. Because even though the plate catches the bullet, it's not going to stop the kinetic force, right?
That's body side
of a round hitting you. So yeah, you'll see a plate carrier. Yeah, a plate carrier will stop a 338 Lapua, but the amount of energy it put into your chest is going to stop your heart regardless.
Inside of your belly.
Right, your heart just bursted like a water balloon.
You ever see those videos or clips of somebody when they get the wind knocked out of them and how they just keel over? Mm-hmm. That's you if you get hit by a 30-06 in the chest, even if you got level 4s. Yeah, you'll be alive.
Not me, because I'm just gonna go.
What up, OG?
Keep going.
Marvin Marshall over here.
Right.
Marvin Marshall over here. Hey, listen, we got body armor to test.
Where you going?
Not me. No.
Right, but again, that's a way. So if you're one of those people who wants like every day, you want to add this to your EDC, right? You want to walk around every day with pistol level body armor, you can, and it's not weighing you down. Trying to do that every day with rifle level body armor is gonna wear on you a while eventually. But you can wear this.
There's also a sound report whenever you put that bag down. As soon as when you put it down, it's gonna be like.
I'm not talking about like wearing it on you, like
under you. Oh yeah.
Like, you like how some people like they just naturally they'll just wear body armor like the same way we carry a pistol.
Oh yeah, no.
Right.
No,
so this is a lot better to deal with, right? And then again, let's say you have kids, you're not worried about wearing body armor every day. You can slip this into your kid's backpack, right? Because a lot of backpacks have like that little panel that you can slip laptop or something in.
Mm-hmm.
You can slip this in, and it will give your child that much level of protection. You can even stack two of them together, and I believe if you do two of them, at that point, it is almost stopping rifle rounds.
Which is why we have these, because we're going to test that theory. Because I'm very curious about that as far as
right. So we're definitely going to take it to the range and test it out with live fire. On this one, definitely I want to use at least one because I think the highest.
We should have got 3 because I should have tested.
Two,
yeah, I know they only sent you 2 because it makes sense. If we got 3, it would have been great because we could have tested one individually and then we could have stacked 2 together to see whether or not by stacking them doesn't create that potentially rifle ballistic rating.
So I think level 3A stops all the way up to 44 Magnum.
Right. You already see Zach already down for it. He like win.
Yeah.
Zach on there. What's up, Zach?
Yeah, Zach over there. He like win, Dad.
All right. So again, you can start again. Most people, when it comes to pistol, is 9mm. Even if you get that guy, I carry a 40. I got a 45. 2 World Wars.
Bullets moving slow.
Right. The 2 World War type of guy. This will still stop that. So if it stop a 44, it'll stop all the pistol rounds.
I'm about to say if it stop 44 mag, multi-hit 44 mag. Sorry, anything that anybody got to say.
So these are supposed to be multi-hit capable, so you're able to take like multiple rounds. Supposedly.
All right, so
right.
I'm just gonna put this question out here for the people that are watching.
For the viewers.
So if this is this can take a multi-hit.
Get rid of those steel plates.
There we go.
All right.
Get rid of those steel plates, man.
That's why it's heavy. All right.
Don't forget the books in the book bag. Yep.
Oh,
that was
steel plates. Yeah. So
yeah.
Steel plates, are thin. Again, if you guys aren't watching on YouTube, steel plates are thin, but they are heavy. Learn from us because I used to do that. You don't want to be that security guard with level 4, level 3 plus.
That stuff get heavy, man.
Right.
Not even that. Not even that. Do I gotta go down the rabbit hole?
It was like 8 to 12 pounds of plate. So you walk. I had like 16 pounds, 20 pounds. You don't want that for 16 hours on your body.
Trying to pick them back up.
Not even that. Look.
See, Zach knows that was back in the game room days.
He knows.
That was the game room days where I wear all that steel body armor, and I was. And when you're sitting there with steel body armor for 16 hours, I literally sat there and said, "I'm not doing that." Right there, while in the body, I bought some poly body armor, polyurethane.
All right, another question for you for the people that are listening. So if this has to do multi-hit again, should they dispose of it after?
Oh yeah, why would you do that?
Well, I'm just putting it out there because some people and they're gonna try and keep it.
If your body armor gets used and does its job, you don't die.
Throw it in the trash.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's just done its job.
Don't get me wrong. If you want to frame it in your house, and then like when your company come over, and like you want to have a showpiece of talk to people about, by all means, go ahead, frame it. Be like, listen, this is one time I got shot and I leave.
And one last
by all
question.
means. Other than that, don't
good conversation starter.
One last question for them. I want you to answer for them. Now, everyone is not the same height, same size, and we're looking at a 10 by 12. Roughly, what height should you be wearing a 10 by 12, or what should tell you to step up or step down? Because some people will put on body armor and they don't even know where to place it.
You gotta measure it.
But here, you tell someone to measure it, they don't know what they're measuring.
Okay, I got you. So if you want it from the front, I'll just do it real simple.
Take my jacket off.
I'll just real simple. You got 2 points on your body. Right here, look at your neck. You got that little hole, right? It should be like right under that hole in your neck.
There you go.
Go to the back of your neck. You feel like a little bone.
Because I got a bird chest, so y'all can really see it when we talk about the anatomy, right? So these are your 2 clavicles, right? These are the points of your clavicles, right? Mine go all the way this way, right? That's your stoma right there. So whenever they do a tracheotomy, if you choke it or you can't breathe, that's the part that they shoving a pin into, right? Science and knowledge, right? Your body armor plate should be 2 fingers underneath that. So the top edge, let me see that real quick. That view, all right? The top edge of that should be right here. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So just look.
And what that does is, right, the entirety of this plate covers your vital organs. My heart is over here, my lungs, my liver, my kidney. Well, it won't protect the kidneys, but at least
nobody cares, Chris. Nobody cares, Chris.
Chris on there. He's like tag me in.
He's like I'm on my way. No one cares.
He's on his way.
What?
Chris, you don't even own guns, so.
That's it. I'm leaving. That's it. Time to go.
All right, but again,
Like the SpongeBob meme. All right, time to head out.
Again, to keep it simple,
Yes.
you got the hole in your neck right below it, 2 fingers below it. You got the bone on the back of your neck, right? 2 fingers below that, right? So 2 fingers, y'all.
So
not 3 fingers, but 2.
this bone right here, I forget what the actual names of each one of the vertebrae are, but there's this one right here.
It's a bone.
There's another one, and then there's one below it. It's this one right here that I have my finger on. That's where it should be. And the reason why you want to have it even like that is because in the event that you do take a round and your body armor does fail you, and that round, let's just say it's a 50 BMG, right? Obviously, if you get hit with a 50 BMG, you go.
You're going anyway.
But let's just hypothetically say that round sailed through you, right? If you have your body armor on the same plane, what's going to happen is it's going to stop right in between, which is going to suck because it's going to capture the bullet in your body. But at the very least, if you were in a teamwork environment, the dude behind you ain't going to get hit. But it's one of the reasons why you want everything even.
Are some of y'all ready to take that hit?
Yeah, who's ready to get shot? Ain't that fun?
Well, these are just things to think about.
It's just things to take into consideration. But that's one of the reasons why you want to even your plates out. Now, depending on everybody's body frame, you may, depending on the adjustments on your plate carry.
No, you can't put this on your forehead.
Who put it on their forehead? Who won't do that? That's what we got ballistic helmets for.
Just in case someone's walking around with 2 plates on the front and the back of their head like this, thinking.
I mean, you're not wrong. We got people walking around with the Astro Boy shoes right now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm happy. Yeah, you remember the show Astro Boy? Yeah, you got people walking around. You think I'm joking? You think I'm playing right now? People walking around here right now with the Astro Boy 5000 thinking it's hot, and they $3,000 a pop. Man, they $350 a pop, man. When you see this, you don't think it's a joke.
I really want to know if 2 of these will stop.
That's what I'm curious about. Out of anything,
it is kind of thick, so you know.
Thick with 4 C's.
See, I really don't think it'll stop green tips. I think it's gonna take a lot to stop a green tip. But
So
if they're using like FMJ, just like Tula, you might have a chance.
What do you think?
Until it rusts in your body.
When we take this to the range, you want to use that 6.5 with 2 of these?
No.
308 would be just fine because 308 has about the same energy.
There's only 3 calibers: 5.56, 7.62 by 39, and 308. Those are the only 3 other ones. Because no one's
not everybody.
Unless you're that guy that catching a car video that was trying to rob the store with a sniper rifle. Right? Yeah. You saw that guy literally had a fucking sniper rifle, like a big ass, like the whole 20-inch barrel sniper rifle.
I think it's the most hilarious thing. And there's people. Lil Wayne bought a pair. Lil Wayne bought a pair.
There you go, Zach. I'm gonna use a bow. I'm gonna be like,
right. Hey,
I'm be like, loose. Use a bow.
Hey, I don't know if y'all ever saw that, but yeah, them Astro Boy 5000s. What can somebody explain this to me, please? Like, I'm happy because I love Astro Boy, but at the same time, like, are we really? You don't know what? Yeah, see,
no, I live under a rock, dog.
Disappointment.
I shoot guns and go home.
Astro Boy is an old school anime from back in like the 80s. It's old.
What's the cost?
I think it might actually be older than that.
That's a good question. I did not look at the cost, but it's not like
it's
not like $200 a plate, something like that. It's like
I'll look it up right now just to answer that question. I'll look it up right now.
Care instructions: wipe with a damp cloth.
Damp cloth. Yeah.
That's it.
Willie, we're looking that up to see how much. Same for you too, Dave. Trying to figure out how much it is. I should have thought about
that. By all means, yeah, you guys as viewers, go and look it up. Just because I'm telling you something doesn't mean that that's the truth. Because I can sit here and lie to you. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you.
I won't lie to you.
I won't lie to you, but you're lying. I'm just keeping it a buck. This is why we tell y'all, do your own research.
Man,
We can tell you all day, but so one single plate is I can say prices.
$5,000.
No, I can say prices on this platform, right? Am I all that jazz?
Yeah, I mean, how's they going?
All right, well, Zach done already said it. So one plate, just one single plate is $99. So for $100, you can get one of these plates. So for a set, which comes with a carrier, their carrier package, that's $250.
Do they have that's the plates and the carrier? For
that's two plates. That's via what you're seeing here. When you place that when you buy that $200, yeah, just show it on my screen, yeah.
Stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So
there you go.
ID people. So you get the 2 plates and a carrier. There you go. YouTube people. 2 plates and a carrier for $250. Not $350, but $250.
$250, which honestly is actually a pretty decent deal, depending on the carrier.
But if you just wanted the 2 plates, it's $195. Yeah,
so they're giving you it's $195 for 2 plates, and then it's $200. It's $199 for the set with the carrier. So they gave you a $5 carrier. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I can trust that. Yeah, just stick with buying the 2 plates and then just source your own plate carrier.
Well, the carrier doesn't have to be really honestly jack shit because his job is just to carry the plates. Yeah, like it's not supposed to be like a Feral Concepts carrier. It's just honestly low vis, goes under your clothes, and so it's gonna be thin material.
Okay, I stand corrected because it is the design that I personally like, where it's just all slick like that.
Yeah, that way it goes under your clothes. That's why
I had to retract my statement. So yeah, for an extra $5 hairs, yes, the Astro Boy boots for $350. Yes, that's what that was.
It said Astro boots for $350 or plate carrier for $250.
Somebody knows what I'm talking about, yeah. Because I was sitting there cruising through Instagram. I'm like, what is this? I'm like, who out here cosplaying as Astro Boy? All you need is the blue shorts.
Yeah. So
go Astro Boy. Okay, let me stop.
Okay.
Let me stop. Y'all ain't ready for that.
Y'all
ain't ready for that old school.
So again, I mean, we're gonna be testing this out because pistol level body armor does have a place in the world. A lot of things have a place in the world. You just got to find the right applications. Too many people find that one solution for everything, and if you're that type of person, you're going to be sadly disappointed, right? So again, if you're looking for some concealed carry, if you're doing low vis stuff,
oh God, that would have been great for that day.
Yeah, again,
God, that would have been so great. I would have felt so much better.
Again, you don't have to always be in some tactical mindset. It could be. Let's say, if you have like a sister or like a female loved one and she's in a domestic violence situation. Well, if you feel like there might be like a shooting or something, because again, domestic violence, wouldn't this be nice to have? You put on yourself or you give to her, right? Just in case something happens, like she's packing the house, leave here, put this on just in case. And I'm here for you and I got mine on. So just a little situation like that. It sounds far-fetched, but until you get that phone call, right, that hey, this is going on, and now you're in the oh shit, I wish I had this, I wish I had that. I didn't think I would need it because I've gone 30 years and never needed this shit. Right? So
Thomas, you see that question,
right?
I don't mean to laugh. It's just a lot of these questions when we see them it's
what up Precious? What up Maria? What up Precious?
Hey,
Daddy at work.
No, it's just the questions are always interesting when we get them because we know what we're going to say.
The Draco question?
Yeah, Dracos.
I feel like I've literally answered this numerous times.
Well,
to be honest, if you want to know how
every time when we do these, there's at least one new person that probably never has seen the stuff and that's why I don't get mad about it. I just always giggle.
I'm just gonna say, have you seen me with the Draco? Like, have you acted like me buy a Draco? And that answers your questions about what I think about it.
Wait. I like it. I like what he said. Test a 40 cal pistol on it, multi-hit. I mean, look, just to keep it a buck, if I substitute 40 mil for 10 mil, I mean,
nobody in the black community would use 40 cal if it wasn't in music videos. If rappers didn't talk about 40 cal, none of these Negroes would have 40 cal.
Man, I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that.
Right.
It's not wrong.
Right. That's the only reason why Negroes want 40 cal.
See, look, I told you. See, that's why I don't act like that, Thomas, because he's new. He doesn't know.
This is why, because of rap, Negroes want 40 cals. They want Dracos.
Smith and Wesson.
They want AR pistols with no stocks.
Was until Kevin Gates said
they want 50-round drums. They want Glocks with switches. Right, but
and it's sad that we got to say it like that, but we got to keep it a buck.
All right.
We got to keep it a buck with y'all
I'm glad
because even better, right?
You
If we're
gotta
not
think-
gonna keep it a buck with y'all, who is?
Oh, and then what?
There's a reason why they want y'all using. There's a reason why they want y'all using that
Right.
bullshit. There's a reason why they want y'all using Dracos, 40 cals,
Because they're trash.
AR pistols with no stocks. But what are they
You
using?
can't control like now getting into the real down and dirty. Now getting into the real down and dirty of it to actually answer the question. The reason why Dracos are trash is one, you don't have
What
a
up,
stock on it.
Libertarian?
You have a 30 caliber bullet flying out of a very, very short barrel. It has very small amount of dwell time via the amount of time it takes that bullet traveling through the barrel, those gases going through the gas tube and creating the cycle of operations. That all is too short. It's rowdy as all get out. You need to take into consideration the people that are around you.
All right, no, go ahead.
Yeah, the people that are around you when you letting this thing drum, right? Then when we go down even the farther roads of the AK platform,
I don't care, partner.
okay, when we talk about the AK
Okay.
platform that is 100% not designed to be ergonomic in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Yes, I get it. It's a 30 caliber bullet, 7.62 by 39. Has put a lot of people and sent them off to the great beyond.
There's
right?
a lot of people dead from 22.
There's a lot of people dead from it, yes. But at the end of the day, there's also a lot of people dead from 5.56 and regular ARs and M16.
There's a lot of people dead from every caliber. Just put every
That's
caliber
just-
out
reality.
there can kill you.
But
So I like this one though.
But what let's say waiting on a video for when you put them together and
A
use
308 and
308 or
6.5.
Okay, we can add that to the list.
I mean, I got a 308.
Look at that.
What's going to be in the video? Hold on. Good price with the best. Do y'all have a shooting range? Yeah. 1 hour location.
Where you at, Willie? If you're not near Jacksonville, Florida, basically we're in Jacksonville, Florida, Willie.
The Young Dolph shooting. What's that?
You know who Young Dolph is?
I know of him. I don't stay on top of all that stuff like that. Okay. Y'all lucky y'all know who Young M.A.
No,
is.
who did you
Y'all lucky I know who she is.
Okay, so this is ask a question now.
Yeah, it's asking a question about Young Dolph. I guess he got into a shooting or something. But
Oh,
what
yeah.
was
So
this?
I guess I think.
But what was the
con?
the context like?
No, he got set up by people he used to hang with, so
Oh, okay. So
there ain't really much you can do. Listen, at the end of the day, if it's your time, it's your time. You can do everything right. You can train all you want. Listen,
yeah.
we all gotta leave this game at some point.
Because I love the
So-
argument that people who are outside this conversation. Well, what if you get ambushed? And I have to sit there and tell them.
Then you get
guess
ambushed
what?
and die.
You die.
You get ambushed
There ain't
and
nothing.
die.
That's the one time I got to sit there and look at them and say, unfortunately, you're right. As far as having a gun in that situation, just like Tom said, if it's my time, it's my time, and that's how I'm gonna end up going out.
Again, people.
So,
finding
but
people
that's not a
looking
deterrent. But
for
that's also not a
ultimatums.
deterrent for me not carrying a firearm just because of that one potential reality that may and or may not ever exist.
50-50. That'll give you that 50-50 right.
But I digress.
I don't be tripping.
That's why I just sit at home and drink and just mind my business. It's so much easier.
Yeah, didn't Nas say that? I drink by myself. You got a song called that?
Exactly.
Something like that.
Exactly. I just sit at the house and tinker with guns and spray paint and just like I did Tom. Oh, where's your 43? Oh, well, whatever, right?
No, we're not allowed to have guns on here because they'll shut me down again.
Oh my God. See, that's why it's so annoying.
Yeah, that's bullshit. I don't understand why they do that. Right?
Because you're teaching the kids how to hurt each other when we
Oh,
should
wait a
be
minute.
showing them how to be kind to one another because
I could literally
when we get into
I
the
could
real
literally sit
world,
here and talk about like a whole bunch of government bullshit. I could literally sit here and say we could have a whole 2-hour talk about how we're just gonna set up. Still, I don't care.
I don't know. I think it still constitutes. I think they'll just.
Are you serious? That came from Walmart.
Bro, I can't even insert
But
a
you know,
magazine on live. Get out of here.
Right, but they might still.
The overseer.
I haven't like we're talking about. I don't know if I can put a toy gun on here. That's
like
the
legit.
fucked up
We
part.
legit got an actual like.
You right, Marie?
It's obvious. It's obvious if I put this on screen, it's a toy gun. But because of how censorship is, Thomas gonna get a strike, and I don't want to do it because again,
Another
Thomas
strike.
gonna get a strike.
Another
I'm
strike.
not gonna get it. He gonna get it.
I just had 2 strikes. Had to go, Lily. 90 days, be a good boy. Got both them strikes off, and like a week later, got another strike. I was like, fuck. I lost my money. I can't monetize, and I got a strike. I'm like, fuck.
I even did that community service when I said I wasn't.
I was like, fuck. You know why? It's because of this. That's why. I keep it that all the time. All right. Fuck, nigga.
Shut your mouth, boy.
I was just watching a video. Oh God.
Okay, what did he say?
What's another
Entrepreneur said, entrepreneur wants to know, do drums affect the accuracy of a gun?
That's a good question.
I like your question because now we can really talk about, okay, as far as how would it affect accuracy? Here's how I think it would. Because of the extended, the excess weight that you have, let's just use a 75 round drum mag for an AK platform, right?
But that's not necessarily affecting, because again,
It's
that's based on the
affecting
person.
it's affecting fatigue. It's causing fatigue, which is going to translate to your arms, which is going to translate to your body.
That's if you're holding. That's your holding. But if you're laying prone,
now if you're laying prone, yes, then it's different. And weight don't mean squat because the rifle.
If you ask me, no, drums don't affect the accuracy of a gun.
I don't.
Because again, if someone is physically fit and they're holding that drum and they're steady and they're accurate, well, now drums aren't inaccurate.
I wasn't gonna touch on physical.
I would say the only thing that I
was gonna touch on that.
I would say the only thing drums do it'd be like a mentality thing. Oh, I got 200 rounds in this drum. So why do I have to be accurate when I can just honestly just spray up the hole? Why be accurate when
I got 70 chances to not to right? 75 chances to hit you?
So that's why
you're gonna be a lot more accurate if you only have 30 rounds to shoot. 30 rounds, 30 chances
what up, Mark?
to hit somebody.
It affects muscle memory. I mean, I don't muscle memory.
Not muscle memory, but I get what you're saying.
I think it's just
going on what I'm saying.
I just think it goes to your mentality, because again, if you got 30 rounds, 20 rounds, 10 rounds, you're gonna think about every round you fire low key. But if you got 200 rounds and then you got extra drums on you, you ain't thinking about.
Let's ask the bigger question, because I like his question. Right? Let's ask the bigger question for that.
Someone trying to do on this. How?
Right. That question right there. The entrepreneur, right? Would you recommend putting a 50 round drum on a pistol, on an AR pistol?
Well, depends. What is my, again, everything, there is no one solution for everything. What is your role? If you are the automatic rifleman in a squad and you just happen to have like a 12.5, 11.5, because again, you're in an urban situation.
He said, shout out from behind enemy lines.
All right. Then yeah, a drum would be practical. But if you're just like home defense, probably not. No.
30 rounds is more than enough.
Right.
You got, if you can't get the job done, even if it's I gotta quote the damn Vice News thing. Even if it's two guys that kicked at your apartment, if you can't dispatch them with 30 rounds out of an AR, you need to go get some training.
Have you tried the shooting simulations?
I'm in terms of self-defense. That's even worse, because now and I'm looking at it from a prosecuting attorney standpoint. What can you say to me right now that justifies you having 50 rounds to defend your home? What can you say to that?
Now, granted, you might not get convicted.
You might not get convicted, but that's a hard question.
Remember, I don't know if you guys saw my last video. Remember, there's two courts: criminal court, civil court.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you went criminally, I killed. Yeah, justified. He broke into your house, you shot and killed the fuck out of him. All right, civil court. Why did you use a 50 round drum? Why did you have "fuck you" on your dust cover? Or why did you have a Geisley trigger?
One of them 50 rounds in that drum just so happened to scrape past the actual bad guy's face, and it went into Mrs. Pearl's mailbox across the street. Guess what? That's what civil court's for, because guess what? Mrs. Pearl want her mailbox fixed. She ain't about to pay for that. You know who is? Hey, Miss Pearl.
All right. But again, you got to think about everyone, even if he is some scumbag criminal. That scumbag criminal has a mom, a dad, a family, someone that somehow, some way, shape or form still cares about them. And they're going to want, if that guy was a breadwinner, he paid the bills for the house, they could sue you for that. So even if it is justified, it's like, you came in my house, how the hell I owe his family $150,000? Well, civil court, that's how it works. It's not real justice. I hate when people say that it's justice. No, it's not. It's like it's more like a settlement.
I like his answer, because that's a wreck to jail answer.
All right.
I like that.
So I wouldn't pick a drum simply because I'm thinking survival. And eventually it would get heavy,
True.
And then like are drums even quiet? Like if I had a 50 round drum, I use like maybe 20 rounds. The rounds are gonna be like shink, 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 shink every time I walk.
Now, so don't quote me on a 75 round AK mag. That's why I'm trying to get into AKs this year a little bit, so I can get that answer. But if we're talking on just a P mag, that's like the the D60 that Magpul uses. No, once when you load those to full capacity, even though it takes a little bit of muscle, no, it's pretty much silent the entire time. But again, it's really it definitely is heavy.
Yeah, 30 rounds. again, it's enough. You can
Yeah, in fact, one of our buddies that has another that has an FFL and all that jazz.
Say what?
Yeah, 30 rounds should be more than
you're
enough,
here?
entrepreneur.
Okay, I'm coming down.
Oh, he's downstairs?
Great. Hey,
Chris downstairs.
Chris is
Yeah.
downstairs. All right, Alto's coming down.
Yeah, Alto's coming for you. All right, guys. So yeah, we got Tactical Savages coming up here. He's been out of town, but he's coming up to the office. Always stay safe, people. Yes, always. Well, we stay dangerous so we can stay safe. Because there ain't no such thing as safety out here. This no.
No, ain't no.
Ain't no such thing. As
That's why I hear people say Mother Nature. Nature is anything but nurturing. Look at like nature's metal, bro. Like nature is anything but soft and kind and any of that shit, bro.
There's pockets of it. Don't get me wrong, because I like walking in the woods.
They'll have like again small pockets, but again, look, watch National Geographic, bro. They will fuck up a baby that was born yesterday
and not care,
and not give. And the mother was stand there.
Like, oops.
The mother was stand there eating grass, not giving a shit. Like fuck, I'll make a new one next year. Oh well. Like again, nature ain't soft and kind, dog. Like
nature couldn't care less.
Right. That's why it's. I don't want to get too deep into it, but you talk to older people, they be like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Right? Right? And as a young kid, I didn't understand, but now as I get older, I kind of understand. Like, they just get tired of this bullshit. Like, you imagine growing up in the 40s, 60s, you had the civil rights and all that other bullshit. You had the hippies, Woodstock, Vietnam. And now you're going all the way now to COVID and shit. Like, you just looking at the human society just great.
Just like, you know what? Just what
you're like, I'm out of here,
hey,
bro.
listen,
Y'all niggas.
I'm out to steal the socks for you, my guy.
Oh, I got Deku. I got
my man.
I got
my man.
I got
my man. You got all the all stars.
Was it Red Riot? I got all them boys.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna stop me from getting my Draco at all.
No. Hey, listen, get a Draco.
I'm just stock on that bit. I'm just
listen,
that's fine. If you're gonna get a Draco,
if you don't get a Draco, that's fine. Just don't ask me to shoot with you.
All right. Listen,
negative.
If you're gonna get it,
this is light.
12.5 is different. That's 5.56.
I mean, yeah, I'm talking about. I got my 5.56 with me too.
That's different, sir.
Hi, everybody.
No, I like how somebody was saying. Apparently, I guess people in the hood are carrying 5.7s. I'm like, who are you doing that?
Because Palmetto State just came out with one, and
okay, have fun trying to find the ammo. Even better. Good luck trying to find the ammunition that actually can go through ballistic windows. Good luck trying to find that. I know exactly which one it is.
They sell that GT. Do they?
What, 5.7?
See how quiet I got, right?
I don't know.
See how quiet I got.
You gonna say that out loud?
Again,
see how quiet I got. I know where to get it too.
Why do people have problem with just doing what was good? 9mm and 5.56.
Why can I teach?
Why are we going so hard?
Right? Everyone's like, no, I want 5.7.
Yeah.
I want 44. I want 44.
Like,
just get 9mm 5.56 all day.
So here's the funny thing, right, Smitty? Here's the funny thing, right? Because you're not wrong. Smith & Wesson did just come out with that 5.7 gun.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to do this 5.7
No,
thing.
Palmetto State came out with it, didn't they?
No, they weren't the first.
Look, I'll tell y'all, all the people that got
that have a 5.7 gun. Ruger has one. PSA has one.
PSA, right. Smith & Wesson. Right. And all of those are handgun platforms.
Oh, you know what's next? That Glock 5.7. that Glock 5.7 now, man.
They better not.
That G57. That G57 about to drop.
Look, when I first this is going to show how far down the rabbit hole that. Okay. When I first started getting into guns,
look at all these lives and no.
Look, we got like all these lives. Nobody's saying nothing.
We got 4 lives.
We got 4 lives here,
but less than 30 people.
He's setting it up, bro.
We doing trash.
I'm doing the best. Listen, I got.
You're
19.
He actually is doing better.
Well, he's LocsNLoad. Yeah, ain't nobody on mine.
It's like we have a whole panoramic.
Right? A whole panoramic of lives. It really is like it is like four computer screens. I wish I could take a picture of this.
No, I'm taking a picture of this. Y'all need to see this. Y'all need to see this. I'm gonna take a picture of this.
Boss lady on here.
Anybody hop on
Just
mine? I got Locks and Dead Prophet and
Dead Prophet.
Dead Poet.
Oh yeah, there's a couple people on here. All right.
Hey, listen. You know what that doesn't mean?
He doesn't even do poetry.
He does do poetry
sometimes
with the rifle.
Or when he misses.
Yeah,
There was never a game.
Right. Congratulations, y'all get these 3 no clubs when y'all sign up.
Oh my God, you're
who?
Who's this?
He's not.
I've been MIA.
Oakland, California, Jedi.
K&A Global. That's what I'm working on.
Negro talk. I'm not making fun of that. But, hey, shout out. If you do security, I understand. I understand the struggle. I got to do security tonight in a few hours.
He got to do security. Yeah.
Right.
He's not. Look, Rico, you ain't wrong.
Oh, yeah.
But it's fire watch, so I'm gonna be in my car not doing shit.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be chilling.
You're gonna be
So back in like
Probably,
20. See, now both of them together, now it's gonna be even worse. But yeah, back in like 2016, I bought a I actually bought an FM5.
18 rounds in that bitch.
Loved it to death, but I played too much Splinter. Problem is that, like you said, ammo's too expensive for you to actually get good with it.
Oh, that's not me. I'm over here.
This is me.
Oh, what's up, problem child?
Stop it.
Who's that? Is that Strip?
Huh? Yeah.
Okay, so that's who. Oh, I'm sorry.
Who is that?
That's promise.
Promise. Okay. I'm sorry, Promise. I've been wondering. I've been seeing. I was
You
wondering. Like,
got to tell me when y'all add me, because I'm telling y'all just gonna get put into the back parts of whatever.
Oh, y'all disrespected. Oh, man.
I didn't know, because I thought it was
Right.
just, you know how like you know how you get them fake pages that be like,
See,
sign up so that you can learn how to do
us.
cryptocurrency. Well, maybe she should have told me.
so Pat has a good point. The 5.7 hype. Well, he says the 5.7 hype is lost on me. Don't see the use for the caliber from a civilian perspective, and the cost of the cartridge is too high.
I'm glad you said that.
Again, 9 mil and 5.56 has been doing the job for so many years now, and it's
glad
readily
you said that.
available.
So
There's no need for that shit.
here's why 5.7 by 28, why it is popular in the first place. Okay, because the concept is that it is a quote unquote a rifle cartridge that's in a pistol platform. How that gun was originally assigned using just an FM57 pistol. That gun was designed to complement the P90.
Yeah, they only made it for the P90.
That's the whole point. They made both of those guns to be an interchangeable cartridge between the two. That's the whole point.
It was a NATO thing. It was a
NATO thing.
It was a NATO child that.
When you look
in theory, it sounded good. Yeah, if I have my rifle, my P90 and 5.7, why not have my pistol in the same caliber just in case? Right, logistics. I get it.
Exactly. In case if SOP and situation changes where you need to pull ammunition, looking at it from a team perspective.
No,
let's just say all four of us are in a team.
It's NATO. It's NATO because again, you've got to think globally. We're in Africa this week, but next week we might be in Germany.
Exactly.
If we got that, we might be in Morocco. So why take this 9 mil, 5.56, 308,
or
5.7 for
gun
everybody?
goes down, he can pull ammunition or parts from me. That's the whole point of why 5.7.
With that being said, explain to them
What up,
why
Jay?
you run the same mags
Hey, what's up,
in
Jay?
your house like all over the place.
Hey Jay, tell him how I bought all your guns.
Pew pew party.
I'm playing.
Where they at? We need to be at range right now.
I bought all your guns, Jay.
See, that's why Jay doesn't talk to us no more.
That's why Jay's like, this is why I don't talk to this guy.
He's like, see, that's why I stopped going to you guys. You always got to say something crazy.
Locs, explain to them why
Having mag strategic.
you stage the same mag, same guns around the house. The same concept with this 5.7 that we're talking about.
It's also the reason why you should have like
the
5
same ammo,
different
like caliber?
guns.
No, like when you're in your house, you have your 2 of the same guns staged around your home, same magazine staged around your home in case you have to retreat to another room. And
Rico, that's exactly a reason why you shouldn't get into it. Trust me.
Here, I can't show YouTube people with no guns. But yeah, see, I'll keep a gun and a spare mag, right? And I'll keep those on my bed, like right next to each other. So if I have my gun, grab my gun, I grab my spare mag. You know?
We can't show guns on YouTube.
No, they literally
They
took me off
won't let you
time.
insert a magazine.
What about everybody else is doing?
No, even better.
Chris, we are black. We can't do what everybody does.
Hey, Jay, make a class on how we can put guns on YouTube because this is some bullshit. We need to figure this out.
You can you just can't go live through StreamYard's little thingy.
You can have them all. Oh, hey, listen,
Right.
they say you can have them all. Hey, listen.
Give me that 50 cal.
Listen, we're gonna hold you to that.
No, give me that Glock with a switch. I'm going to Chicago.
Hey, since we're on the topic of 5.7, I want that full auto 5.7. I just, why not?
Right, I'm going to Chicago.
Look, as obnoxious, but I understood from a business perspective when you did it, right? I will gladly
They
take
need
that
the
third
brand
version.
bird chest on. Not here, baby. Not here, Marie.
No, you're talking price.
You talking about Eric?
That's
Right.
fine. Listen,
On my
I'll
chest.
take it. That's fine. That's fine.
You
Right,
do push-ups sometimes.
right.
Sometimes.
There are people who have P90s, but it's semi-automatic.
Exactly.
So it's
That's
like-
number one is semi-auto, and then number two, the best part is right. Just like you said, you don't know too many that own one. If you had to get all your
With a
homies in the same
16-inch
room,
barrel, does that make sense to have an SMG with a
that's the
16-inch barrel?
PS90. There's a difference.
But that's what most people are going to get because they're not going to get an SBR.
Why do you
for
think
it.
they came out with so many So many gun controls. What I mean,
Um,
do you want? Wait.
It's
Are we
easy,
talking
simple.
about
it just erase the gun control. There you go. That's all it's about.
that part? That part. I mean, make it easier. I mean, I thought we were going to look at it from a historical
Is that a
standpoint,
question
where
right
the
there?
org originates.
Right. This.
If you get it, yeah, it just. Did you answer that one already?
Yeah, because again, erase the gun is about control.
Yeah, just erase that gun. Just erase that word gun. That's the reason.
You getting drunk as hell or high as hell does nothing to the government, right? But if everyone was armed and they stormed the Capitol building with ARs and 9mm, that does something to the government. They don't
Or
want
even
that.
better, right? I like how somebody said this, right? If there are what?
He said,
how many people? Are
hey, I'll be there in Orlando for that, Jay.
What, like 4 million, something like that? Yeah. They put out when the next Pew Party was going to be.
Hey, Marie, you better recognize.
I thought the people was in Atlanta.
Now I think about it, I haven't seen that Demolition Ranch guy on YouTube in a while. All he did was test it. No, so the funny thing is, because I still keep following Demolition Ranch. He doesn't do it as big. I'm gonna say he does it as big as he used to, but there's other YouTubers now that have overshadowed him, like T-Rex Arms, Mr. Guns and Gear, those kinds of people. Because I love the post that was made about this. There's a difference between being quote unquote pro 2A and being just pro gun. And Matt Carriger and those people, they're more pro gun, because what I had never seen on his page, him talking about legislation. He'll show you all these cool guns that he can get access to and all this jazz, but he'll never once open his mouth about any of the things that are happening in Texas.
Because if we do that, it's going to affect my rating.
Exactly. It's going to affect the types of people that are on his audience, because it's not just regular people that are gun people like him that are watching. It's regular people who, when I wasn't even in the gun community like I am now, was watching his content, watching all the different guns, understanding how they all work, how they function, how they cycle, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's where those kinds of people, where they still have a platform, why they still attract people. But when people evolve in their firearms journey and start to discover, okay, you know what? Let me start looking at some quality, reputable traders. Now they start looking at videos like T-Rex Arms. They start looking at Two Lamb. They start looking at Travis Haley.
They start to recognize the bullshit from the real.
Yeah, exactly.
The real from the
deal
fake.
From the people who are just entertaining at this point.
Right? They started looking at.
There's a lot of people who are entertaining with this because, yes, guns are attractive. They are nice and they are fun to look at, et cetera, et cetera. But at the end of the day, what people don't seem to understand is that at the end of the day, these are dangerous tools that if in the wrong hands of the incompetent, they can be detrimental.
Well, you should have been a preacher.
Mm.
Why do you think my last name is Prophet, son? Thought this was a joke.
But yeah, that's usually how it goes. Like, again, most people are brought into the gun world by. That's why I don't have too much problem with demolition ranches, the FPS rushers, because those people are the ones that kind of capture people.
You just got
who had like
FPS rush the whole different ballgame.
Hey, let me explain.
Shut off.
Listen, that's a whole different ballgame.
No, let me explain. But those people are what captures like the imagination.
That's
they're
what
entertainers.
got us into it.
That's what they capture people. They see the full autos, the things blowing up. They're like, oh wow, that was amazing.
I still remember.
What? Hold on. He's like, what type of firearm was that? Then they find the firearm, and then that's when they start doing the deep dive. They find the other people who actually talk about the science, people who are employing these firearms properly. Now, once they learn how to properly employ these firearms, the actual knowledge behind the firearms, they look back at those guys and be like, I get what you're doing, but you're not really helping.
You ain't helping us.
You're not helping us, right? Again, yeah, it's entertaining. It brought me in. Cool, you did your job. That's why I don't. You see, like, again, it's on the black gun channels. Like, not too many gun channels out there is educational. They're very entertainment. I don't have too much problem. Cool, bring the people in. Bring the people in and bring them to us, and we'll educate them and show them the real from the fake.
We'll show them. Right. We'll show them how to actually fight with that gun.
Right.
Show them how not to blow themselves up at 10
and not shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and they're good, and they know what they're talking about.
Right. So tell all your black friends, everyone black, if you're looking for someone who's not gonna lead you on the bullshit, like these guys over here at K&A, we gonna do it.
We gonna go above and beyond because of the it's simple. Why we go above and beyond? Because y'all need it.
Exactly.
Y'all need
Bottom line.
But we train.
We need to push ourselves harder than what we've done because you guys need the extra training now.
You need it.
We bought a lot of guns.
Oh boy.
We bought a lot of guns.
Oh boy. We just had this conversation.
All right. So the question is for Instagram, what is y'all's opinion on PSA and their products? Pat says I have a dagger, which is we have one over here.
Really good thing.
And he says he had AR-15 lower. All right. So thoughts.
I don't have a problem with it. I like it.
All right. Now again,
I want
as far as
I want an AK from PSA.
Y'all seen
As
that?
far as some of the products,
Maybe.
Okay,
We
so
gotta talk
I
about
want
it.
an AK and PSA.
all right. So if it's your first AR-15, all right, PSA is not. I don't know how many qualms because again, you're gonna learn. You don't want to spend a lot of money on AR. That you're gonna probably, hey, I don't like this, I don't like that, right? Just get a platform you can learn on. So don't think about buying PSA as the end all be all.
Please don't.
If it's entry level stuff, like you just get into it, cool, right? PSA is cool, fine. My first 2 ARs I think was PSA, right? Or my training rifle right now is a PSA. But that's
I like how Jay said. Jay said you have to balance righteousess
and
and
ratchetness,
ratchetness.
right?
Exactly.
That's the quintessential essence of a black person: righteousness and ratchetness. Find a balance.
I'm on the ratchet side.
That part.
Right.
I'm getting better though.
But
I mean, I
no,
don't have a
but
problem with them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something that I just lay around the house, and if I had to go to it, I know it's going to run. But if it's something that I had to bug out with, no.
but I don't know about how their QC is. I would say I wouldn't get a PSA. I mean, granted, even though I have a PSA upper. Now, if this is real deal, no bullshit, my end all be all rifle, I would not get upper. I would get a lower because to me, a lower
I
doesn't
wouldn't
matter
do
too
that.
much.
If it's an end all be all, sorry, not sorry. If I had to get a complete rifle,
But I
I'm
don't have
going to have to go ahead and drop
I'll
the money.
go-
I'm going BCM.
I'll go with the lower because again, as
I'll
long
go
as the
BCM.
lower is in spec, mil spec trigger is fine. That's cool. They have pistol grips alike. They have like the SBA 3 stock. I mean, I guess it's stock now, right? SBA 3 stock. I'm gonna call that.
Yeah,
That's fine
it's
to
a
me.
stock now. Let's just be real. It's a stock now.
That's fine to me. But
Let's
now
keep
when
it
you
above.
get to the PSA,
Oh, man,
PSA, like how does PSA do their barrels? How does PSA do their gas system? What's the QC for the gas? All that
I want some food.
for me,
Hey, you know
I
what?
want something a little bit more. I want somebody a bit more high end. Like it's,
And I'm
the
glad
Massive Fence is the cheapest I'll go.
But I'm glad you mentioned that as far as all their QC and all that, because for some of y'all that wasn't paying the SHOT Show, wasn't paying attention to that SHOT Show, PSA announced that they're coming out with a premium line of firearms, of AR-15s. Now, what I'm curious about is, again, if this is going to be a step up in their QC process or whatever, I want to know what those specific steps up are. What am I paying for in comparison to something like, I don't know, like just their basic builder's kit? And I just end up buying one of their strip lowers and I slap it all together. What am I getting as a premium if I spend this extra $400 on this already production rifle? What barrel am I getting? What trigger am I getting? What buffer? What spray? But I get it. As far as like the entry level person, they're not going to either know any of that stuff or going to care to pay attention to any of that stuff, which is one of the reasons why, from a manufacturer's perspective, from you guys to help you guys out, they need to list all
What
of
up,
that
Block
stuff.
Babe?
Yep,
Go
that's
ahead,
perfect. They need to list all that stuff. It should say, when I look at, let's just use Palmetto as an example, right? If I'm looking at just one of their pre-built uppers, I should be able to tell you from off of their website what muzzle device, what crush washer, and I'm going from tip almost to butt. What muzzle device, what crush washer, what barrel, what kind of gas block, which is the size of the diameter of the gas block, the gas tube, the barrel, the material, what the barrel is made out of, the twist rate of that said barrel, the upper receiver, who that upper receiver comes from, the rail, who makes it, where it comes from, and then the bolt carrier group, who makes that? Was it magnetic particle expected? Was it high pressure tested? That all is just for the upper to make sure, okay, you know what, this is a good to go upper. Just all that I just listed.
Yeah.
So if a website does not have any of that information on there, I'm already going to take in consideration that they're probably outsourcing from different companies that they don't want to mention, which is a problem. They more than likely are cutting costs in certain areas. They might be not using an actual steel gas block. They might be using something like aluminum. They might be using a subpar rail, which is going to decrease your accuracy if you're going if you're bracing up against a barricade or having to put any kind of pressure on the rail. If they're using crappy barrels, you're not going to maintain, if God forbid, if they advertise that they have sub MOA guaranteed. That means that they're using trash barrels, you're not going to get a sub MOA guaranteed. And that sub MOA guarantee is for match ammo. That's not for your ball Tula ammo that you got for $6.99. That's not for that stuff.
Damn.
I gotta be that guy.
Yeah. We're not mad at you for it though.
I know.
We'll do
you love
it.
me for it.
I want to do a video on barrels, but it's just gonna come down to just two.
Come stand in front of my PSA.
Right.
I love that argument so much. I love that.
Right. Oh, you wouldn't want to stand in front of it.
I love it when people say that.
I wouldn't want to stand in front of a smart car.
That's a joke. That's why we sit here and laugh. Like, you think you look? I gotta hit you like Beowulf. You think you the first or the 100th to say that? I gotta hit you like Beowulf. Sorry. Like that's funny for all the Instagram people, right? The question, the comment was, tell me. Oh my God! See, that's so funny. That's so funny when people say that. I think that's hilarious.
I'm gonna laugh if you point it at me and it goes click.
I'm gonna laugh.
I'm gonna be wondering why he's standing there waiting for to walk out the yards to him.
I'm not standing in front of nobody. I don't care if it's a rusty 22. I ain't standing in front of it.
Like that's like it's that.
Right, not
saying, it's funny because that's like saying like
that doesn't tell me the reliability.
It doesn't tell me your reliability. That just tells me that okay, cool. Like
it may or may not work, and if it does work, it's gonna do what it's supposed to do if it works.
And just like how me and Thomas sitting here laughing, you gonna feel right stupid if you point that sucker loaded click. And it go click. That and then we take out our wonderful Glocks. And for the record, I am not a Glock fanboy, but we take out these Glocks and they go bang because Glock you cannot block.
Yo, I like that. Can't block the Glock.
I don't like that. We're too much.
Hey, listen, I
like Glocks.
Stop Glock blocking me.
I ain't gonna lie.
You Glock blocking right now, boy. You Glock blocking.
I was watching that new season.
She for the streets and you Glock blocking.
I can't do that. But no, it's just. But no, I gotta be as extra about it because again, you're not the first person to say something that honestly that doesn't even make sense. That doesn't even make logical sense. I have Glocks. Okay. Then guess what? I'm still going regardless.
Right again, I'm not standing in front of a high point because again, I won't stand in front of a minutes because if that bitch worked,
man,
I'm not even standing in front of a high point. You think I'm about to play?
I wouldn't feel as threatened standing 15 feet away.
There you go, a Shay queen. I think you're a queen. It looks like a female in the picture, but Shay.
If somebody would use a high point as a self-defense weapon of choice, please, let me see a thumbs up.
Were they coming out with Zach?
What?
Were they coming out with Zach?
You know what? I'm glad they said that. I am actually a CZ person. My first gun was actually
CZ.
a PO7. In fact, Thomas is carrying one right now.
My first gun, PO9.
Yeah, Glock vibrators? I wouldn't doubt it.
Who said Glock?
Well, I mean, you put your trust in Glock. Why not put your organ?
I like Glock. You can't block the Glock.
Like I said,
look, now they got him saying the new catchphrase.
You can't block the Glock.
By the Lord.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
outside out here Glock blocking. I was saying if I can't shoot, nobody can shoot. I'm Glock blocking out here. It says if I'm not a Glock, I guess it's you. Look, Glock or CZ, that's it for me. I mean, he carries SIG. I don't know what he's thinking. He's playing with his life right now. He's got a 320, so he's like playing with his life. So I don't know why.
My 320s are just fine.
Until it goes off like the other people's. The guy that works for TJ, his 320 was fine until it went off in the holster.
You know what the funny thing is? Actually, it's funny that you actually mentioned that.
CZ did that. Glock did that.
That's the first time I've heard of it happening.
Taurus G2. I haven't heard of a Taurus G2 going off.
In civilian hands, son. All those.
Not even a high point. Not even high points go off like that. Not even high points go off like that. Not even high points do that. That's a shame when a high point is more reliable than you'll see.
Shut up. We're not about
that conversation. I'm just saying. At least a high point I can toss on the ground and it ain't gonna go off.
Yeah, because at 995 I got that thing run.
Look. Sig.
Yeah,
listen. I need y'all to get yourselves together because I can't sit here and defend y'all. That's why I had to go back to Glock.
There you go.
Right. I had to switch.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong. I love my SIGs.
I won't mind a PO1. I wouldn't mind a CZ PO1.
I'm just mad because they should have squared that mess away by now. That's why I'm mad. Because that gun has the potential to be beating the hell out of you Glock people.
See, this is honestly this how my guns went.
Can you just look? Do you want to take it to a gun?
Y'all know where Canik came from? I'm just saying.
Canik.
It's a Turkish gun.
It's a Turkish gun. I've had Canics. I don't like how tall that fucking slide sits in my hand. That thing, it just sits like 3 stories in
He's
my
used to
fucking hand.
Glocks. He's used to Glocks.
Glocks and CZs for
I
that
like
low
Glocks.
bore, Lily, low bore access.
First of all, ain't
3
nothing
words, low
bore
bore access.
about a Glock. What you talking about?
Yes, it is.
I like Glock.
Glocks have low bore access compared.
Compared to Sig, yes. All right, I give you that.
CZ has, I think, the lowest.
CZ has the lowest.
It was that one. No, who's
We
the
can't
Hudson?
show it. Here's the Glock right here.
Right.
But we'll talk about it. But go ahead.
But the Hudson had the lowest. CZ and Glock had the Oscar,
Oh,
the 2 next lowest.
Oh, got him. Oh,
Canics?
What happened?
oh,
Canics are close to
Oh.
Walther.
oh.
That's what I said. I just said that. Y'all didn't say anything.
Canics
I
are
got
cheap.
type-
Canics are Walthers that are just cheap. Right?
Oh,
Walther game.
oh,
Walther game.
oh.
All right.
Shots fired. Oh,
Just throw that out.
Right? Do you
gotta
want?
say, oh.
They don't listen to me.
They're not ready.
Don't
They're not
listen
ready to know that yet.
Right? Do you want a Rolls Royce or do you want a Chrysler
I
300?
don't get the Rolls Royce.
Right? That's what it is.
300.
A Walther is
I put at least
the
thousands around
Rolls
to
Royce,
the
double
PSA.
R. That's what it is. And then if you get a Canic, all you do is get
Okay,
a Chrysler 300.
Look.
Took off the emblem and put on that.
Day-Day. You put Day-Day on the front.
Right.
I can afford a 300.
That's fine. So no, I like how he said that.
I was like,
400.
you won't stand in front of my Canic.
Oh, Smitty said, talking trash about some
Listen,
It's a
Kenny.
Canic is a
I ain't
high
say
point.
Kenny. I said Walter. The Kenny, they just copied. And I first off put a little more respect on Kenny name.
I'm gonna say, nah, you gotta put a little more respect on it. Can't at first
They
if
come out with
we
some
was
good product.
if we was talking back in like
Fuck
2015,
Canic.
if we was talking back in 2015, maybe. But now they've established themselves in the competition world as being a reliable.
Yeah, for someone who bought their first gun and didn't want to spend more than $350.
Canic is a very good option. Don't sleep on. And in fact, what the funny thing is,
You wanna know what's funny?
these guns that come from these Turkish companies, on a scale from 1 to 10, about a 7 of them, they're really good. They're actually good.
The SDS, the anything that I got from Turkey.
So
those
yes,
things are running.
I'm saying 7 out of 10 for a reason. Like a T-sauce, blah 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 blah, with that got the red dot.
Who
Throw that in the trash.
Who makes that Panzer shotgun? Is that Turkey?
That's Turkey.
That's a Turkish
That
shotgun.
shit trash.
Yes.
The Panzer.
Zach has one, but Zach likes his little Panzer shotgun. I honestly do not care for semi-automatic shotguns like that. Unless it's a Benelli M4, these semi-automatic shotguns that are magazine fed, they have more issues than a pump action shotgun. And you're right, they're like, oh, I got 15 rounds in this
Jam.
every other round's a jam. It's just like get you a pump action and just call it a day, dog.
Especially if you cycling fast, I've never not.
You don't buy a shotgun for magazine capacity. You buy it for the fight ending potential.
Reload game up.
Right? That fight ending potential. I'm hitting you in the
Put some
chest.
shells around your gun.
Buckshot at 5 yards.
I'm being quiet about the shotgun
Fight
conversation
is
for a
over.
reason.
Buckshot to the chest, lug to the chest, 5 yards. The fight is over.
And I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear. Yo, they're gonna recognize it. I'm just taking the safety off.
Nah, bro. I want mine loaded. You came in my house. I don't want no warnings.
Yeah, ain't no.
The warning was
you
given
can
in my house.
hear the click of the safety going off.
I want you to see the front door.
Hey,
Satan.
you a thug. I like that. Thug.
P80. Okay.
You thugging out here for real.
She said I might have to catch a body. I can't have this in my name.
I don't want to say my first gun because I was talking trash.
Even the
about
Popo
40
said
guys.
we can't even tie you to this gun. Why? Because there ain't no numbers.
Right, saying no fingerprints, none.
That's why P80 got hit with a charge. They said y'all better change that.
Don't tell
Yeah, in
nobody
case
else.
y'all never knew that. Now,
Don't tell
yeah,
nobody else.
them
Right.
P90s. I mean, them P80s.
Can't leave without the Glocky.
Yeah, they about to they have already started to close that loop that gap and
Lima 92, man. When you gonna come back to Jacksonville? You came with us that one time. You saw, oh man, these boys doing some real shooting out here, and you ain't came back since.
Hey, listen, they busy. They got
I know.
They got things.
I know you got family. I understand.
Speaking of,
We ain't got no kids. Well, I got 8 kids.
I got one.
I got 8 kids.
You got 8 kids. I don't understand how you afford.
I got 4 pistols and 4 rifles. I got 8 kids.
Yeah, you right.
I got.
I tell everybody my guns are my
I
kids.
gotta feed them. I gotta wipe their ass because they get dirty.
I trade.
You gotta teach them right. You gotta teach them right from wrong because you don't need them run down the streets doing all types
Oh
of.
yeah, I gotta beat them with my belt so they don't go out and kill people. Apparently,
A couple, I changed the barrel and bolt in my
that says
PSA.
of course. Of course, I changed the barrel and the bolt of my PSA. You just got a massive fence.
Yeah, you can just
Yeah. Hey Dave, go to massdefense.com. I put it up there.
Yeah, we about to save you. We about to save you some money, some
All right,
time,
get you
some
a
headache.
good get you a good M-Lock rail and a ballistic advantage barrel.
Exactly. Call it a day.
Muzzle device.
Gucci.
And if you want to spend extra money, they have bulk carriers and charging handles, so you get the complete up.
Here's what I got to say it now. I got to say it because we keep saying PSA so many times. I got to say it. Okay. I saw this meme and it honestly even hit my soul because I was like, damn, they're kind of right. And we go back to the year 2000, okay? And let's just say I'm a lawyer, right? Going into Congress to try to defend the Constitution for all you.
Hey, Powerline, if you're in Jacksonville, just go to the K&A website. He said St. Nicholas Gun Range. I think he's in Jacksonville.
Where y'all shoot at? I'm tired of St. Nicholas. First, okay.
Cool. You
So
should.
he said St. Nicholas Gun Range. That's how bad it is. I didn't even know they had a gun range.
Yeah, they do.
They just
like
recently it's been up for like 2
years.
years. Yeah,
I mean, it's got to be trash because it's got to be indoor.
it is indoor.
Yeah, that's
So
trash.
I've shot there
Outdoor.
once.
You guys aren't trash, but there's better options out there.
Look, yeah, I'm not saying
At least you're not
power
trash,
line.
it's not
As
trash,
long as
it's
you
bullseye.
following us, keep paying attention to the sites. We'll let
Hey,
you
I
know
started
when
at bullseye.
we're on
Me
the
too,
range or
and that's
something
why
like that.
I don't go there anymore.
But what was I saying about? Oh yeah, PSA. Yeah. If we go back to the year 2000, and I'm a lawyer going into Congress to go and defend the Constitution for all the wonderful good boys and girls out here and everybody in between and out here in these streets, right? And I were to try to argue and say that the AR-15 is a common man's rifle. Y'all do realize back in 2000, the AR-15 wasn't a common weapon, right? Because you got to think about all the companies that were around during the year 2000. Okay, BCM, Knights Armament, CAC. Most of those rifles, I can't even justify you guys as far as like explaining why they're expensive the way it is and saying that's why you should go get that gun.
Would have been an hour.
That's already that's already a challenge doing that. So sorry, not sorry. The AR-15 was not a common man's weapon. You know what made it a common man's weapon?
The common man.
Palmetto State Armory, Bear Creek Arsenal. What's another one? What's another one that people like to go to?
For cheap shit.
For cheap stuff.
Delton.
Well,
Delton, DPMS. Y'all wasn't running out there buying Dale Defense rifles.
no.
Y'all wasn't spending that $2,000. Even MCXs, even Rock Islands. Rock Island started at 1,000 back in 2000 in the year 2000, right? Before them towers fell.
Yeah, they count them for you.
You wasn't buying that. And most of those companies like Rock Island, they didn't exist. Olympic.
ATI.
Most of these companies we said didn't exist. Because what y'all also need to remember is this. We had this thing called an assault weapons ban that had a sunset date, I believe, in what, 2003? No, it was 90. No, it was 10 years, 91. It actually ended in 2003. Because it was the assault weapons ban in 93. So it had a sunset date clause on that bill for 10 years. So in 2003, that's when that clause ended, and that's when this gun market exploded the way it is now. That's where this thing called Magpul came to be.
You tell them.
Sound familiar, right? Everybody knows who Magpul is. In fact, you know how they originated? Those little tab thingies that you put on the bottom of your. That's where that came from. They didn't start out making magazines. They just ended up doing it because they were like, all right, yeah, we need to do that.
We're really giving y'all a lot of history, man.
I'm giving y'all history. This is what I'm doing.
We low-key need to make like a $1 donation or some shit, you know? Because like again, what other black group is gonna just give y'all real?
And the reason why I
information
know
like
this stuff is because because most of this stuff I'm talking about happened way before my time. I was in sixth grade. No, not sixth grade. I was in first grade when most of the stuff that I'm talking about happened. So obviously I didn't have an intellectual conception of what firearms ownership was. Hey, what's up, Josh?
What up, Goku?
Hey, we talked about you.
On there.
Hey, Tag Goku on here too? Snap! Look.
See,
now we about to get everybody.
I'm gonna do a live with Goku because again, I like how you make your own shit.
Trust me, because we've been back and forth on a couple things. Don't worry, but I got
Smitty says, how can we forget Colt? That's hilarious.
Oh yeah,
Colt. I'm glad you said that. Colt
too. Yeah.
Colt
Colt was one of the biggest ones.
Exactly. So guess what? Sorry, not sorry. most of the common man, quote unquote, wasn't about to spend $1,000 to $2,000 on a Colt LE 69, 60, whatever the hell it is.
It was like the BCM of the day back then.
That was the BCM of that day.
Yeah.
Y'all wasn't about to pay that. Because again, I can't sit here and justify the majority of people watching the live that, hey, instead of you spending that money for that PSA, go buy that Daniel Defense. So at the end of the day, those companies like PSA, Bear Creek, and all them.
Not now, Goku, but we'll do another live. I want to go like
when we do a live, it's gonna be about you, me.
Because I'm thinking about doing a podcast. Like I'm thinking about getting into a podcasting stuff because I listen all the time. So eventually, I want to start getting people. So again, I have Goku on here, be like, hey, so you want to talk about making your own chest rigs and shit?
Exactly.
Right.
And like the importance of maybe learning specialty skills. But that's the point that I want to make so that people understand that at the end of the day, because of those companies that do sell that lower tier stuff, is the reason why lawyers can go into Congress right now and say, yes, the AR-15 is the common man's weapon. Because again, going back 20 years, if things would have remained the same like that, sorry, not sorry. I don't see a lot of y'all going out there spending $2,000 on a damn defense. And it's not to poor shame nobody. It's not to hurt you, to talk bad about your wallet. It's just the receipt from the information I'm receiving. That's the most logical thing that I can assume. Because again, we sitting here talking about PSA rifles and justifying whether or not they're good or not. Now, if we start talking about some Daniel Defenses, some Noveskis and stuff like that, then we can start roaring that line. But until then, that's why, again, the AR-15 is the common man's weapon. It's because of those companies like that.
Yeah, but I'm gonna slide on that though.
You rolling out? Yeah, because I'm about to roll out too. I gotta go.
Yeah. I mean, if you ain't got nothing to do.
No, because you know what? Let's keep these out. Let's keep these lives about an hour long. That's more than enough to keep people entertained, to give some knowledge out. I think we gave enough history to. I mean,
Goku said he has a 10.5 PSA. Do better. I'm playing.
Yeah, but the thing is, here's the thing that I know about you, bro. I know you run your stuff, and I know that the moment that you experience a failure,
I bought all of Goku's guns, just like Jay the Shooter.
Oh my God! See, that's why I gotta leave the live.
LocsNLoad, Undead Prophet, Tactical Savages, K&A. We out of here.
Walther gang. Y'all put respect on Walther name. Sick of y'all.
I ain't got nothing. I'm a James Bond fan.
It's over now. It's over now. Now ban me, son.
Oh.